Yes, we are back once again. We we are playing Emio. We are doing it and doing it well. sorry, I couldn't resist. Um but since I wasn't able to finish yesterday, I titled my stream yesterday something along the lines of like don't frown because it's over, but then I didn't actually beat it. So I feel kind of bad. But I'll edit the title when exporting it. But regardless, point is, I was a little distracted from the record-breaking hype train I had, so I didn't get to finish like I wanted to. But I am still super interested in the story. I was told that it's like 12 chapters long, and we're on chapter 11, and there's still so much that hasn't been answered. So unless excuse me, unless the last two chapters are like really long, I can't imagine how it's all gonna fit together and make sense. Like, I mean, I can certainly see certain elements coming to a conclusion quickly. Also, why is the stream ending? It's stream starting. Sorry. Um. Uh. But like, yeah, I like all the twists and turns that have been happening. I feel like there's still so much to learn about, and I don't see how it's gonna end this soon. But we'll see. We'll find out. Um, Ethan, hey, I'm pretty good, thanks. How are you? I mean, at least so far, it looks like my internet's behaving more than last stream, so that's always good. Um, and yeah, I've had a pretty tame day otherwise, so that's always a relief. Um, but yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. Good, that is good to hear. Um, there has been some interesting news and such. Dynasty Warriors Origins came out and apparently is quite good, and that makes me happy because I do really like the Dynasty Warriors games. Um, so, I'm a fan of LRG, and they apparently are doing an NES cartridge release of Gimmick, which was kind of notorious for not having a North American release, even though they planned it. But apparently they have the finalized build and are finally putting it on cartridges for North America. And that's the kind of stuff I absolutely love. So that's super exciting news. Um, on top of, I also want to get the Front Mission 2 remake. Um, let's see. Yeah, not too much else to really say. I mean, it's only been a day since I've been streaming, or since I streamed last, so not too much has changed. Obviously, super excited for the Switch 2. I kind of wish the presentation wasn't so far away. Like, it's in April, and it's like, I gotta wait 3 months before I hear anything more. And I saw some people who were, like, really negative about the Switch 2 trailer. They were like, it wasn't as hype as the first trailer, and it's like, for one thing, it definitely got leaked a lot more than the Switch 1 did. And for two, I don't know really what you expected. The Switch's initial reveal was incredibly basic. So, like, I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. But I'm confident that, it'll be good. They did announce that, like, oh, there are hands-on events for the Switch 2 um before launch, and it's one of those things where it's like, it sounds fun, but also, like, I don't know when it's happening in, like, February, I think, something like that. um and it's like, at that point I'll just wait until it's released, because, like, I can't imagine they're releasing it that long after the April Direct. So it's like, I'll basically have it in my hands in a couple of months anyway. No sense going out and, making a long journey to a ticketed event just to play something I'll get to play soon. I don't know. But regardless, Pixel, thank you for the Prime. Hold on. Since it is 5 minutes anyway, we can swap to the live scene. Hi, thank you for your Prime
35
sub.
months of subscribing to Fresh Shadow streams over.
That's almost 3
Worth it, you
years. Oh my god. Thank you. Yeah. But overall, I'm happy with it. I think Nintendo is in a position where, like, everyone's going to be super critical, but I don't think it's warranted. Like, some of it is, no doubt, but, like, I just think, like, going, like, oh, the first trailer wasn't what I expected it's premature to be like, that's how the whole generation is going to go. I don't know. But yes, you are precious. How are you? How are things? I'm really enjoying this game and I hope I can finish it today. But I just don't see, because we're partway into chapter 11 and it's like, if there are only 12 chapters, how the hell is everything going to get resolved? Unless chapter 12 is just crazy long. Daisuke Sasaki, age 15, was found dead with a paper bag with a smiley face drawn on over its head. The scene was similar to those of unsolved murders from 18 years ago, as well as the urban legend of the Smiling Man. You visited Todoroki Motors to say Minoru Suzuki might be in the area, but the Todorokis aren't due in the shop until noon. You canvass Kamematsu for information about what the local children say is a haunted park. You meet someone who knew Suzuki and says they worked with him at a road construction site, but they identify the sketch as Makoto Kuze as Suzuki and not the actual sketch of Minoru Suzuki. Yeah, that's also something I like. If Makoto is indeed using the name as a cover-up, it's like, why? And what does that have to do with the Smiling Man? And I don't know, it's just all very confusing. But we finally get the opportunity to go to hit Minoru's apartment. Of course, be careful out there. Take care of Minoru if you find him. I will. But something tells me that, because they were saying the legend of the Smiling Man was originally a sad story and, like, different from how it is now. I think, I don't know for sure, don't spoil it if you know, but, I think what they're getting at is that Minoru's sister, because, like, in the Smiling Man legends, it's like, oh, the Smiling Man approaches a crying girl. And it's like, I imagine that came from Minoru's sister getting upset about something, or something like that. That's what I'm imagining. This must be it. The air feels stagnant somehow. Okay, I didn't know if I could just, like, go in. Doesn't look easy to get in there. Now, so Pixel and Ethan, how are you both doing today? Exterior walls look badly damaged from exposure to the rain. There are a few cracks, but you can't really see anything inside. Stairs to the second floor are chained. Okay, same. Maybe I should think? Should search all over. Okay, well, yeah. I'm doing good today? That's good. I know I did ask you before, but, like, in my brain that was, like, a just general question, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, this is about today specifically, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. I wonder how many years it's been like this. Doesn't look easy. Doesn't look easy. Okay. The trouble is sometimes I can't tell if it means, like, the door... You know, it's like, oh, you need to click on this door, or if the door isn't the important point. Looks like these ropes are here to keep people off the property. Seems like it's been this way for a long time. I've looked over the whole place and it's in no condition for human habitation. Oh, should I have a sub? Yes! It was crazy last stream, and I was gifted a ton of subs. And I am so grateful for it. Like, genuinely last night, like, I started tearing up thinking about it. It was... It almost didn't feel real, you know? I was doing okay for a while, but suddenly got hit with the depression stick. Out of nowhere for doing kind of blah. Aw. Well, yeah, if my streams can cheer you up, I'm glad, because I want to help my friends. And let's see. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, but you're awesome. Thank you. You know, I want to be someone that's, you know, worthy of it, but just sometimes it feel... Because content creation is such a weird thing. Sorry, I was trying to, like, get that out of my way. Content creation is such a weird thing because they always kind of reinforce that, like, if you're not getting engagement, you're doing something wrong. And that's not always the healthiest way to look at it, and I recognize that, but sometimes it's just really hard to fight off that thought. So, you know, I've been working very hard to get to 1,000 followers, and I've been in this frustrating cycle of, like, gaining a couple and then losing a couple, and it could be for totally unrelated reasons, but just the way they kind of warp all that is like, oh, well, clearly you're doing something that's driving people away. So, like, it's tough sometimes to feel like I deserve anything, you know? And so that's why it means so much to me when someone does subscribe or gift or anything, because, like, it helps reinforce that I do, you know, at least I hope I deserve it. It's probably the haunted apartment the kids were talking about. Supposed residence of the Smiling Man. Of course, Minoru is probably in Kofuku City right now. Or is he lurking in this apartment? Probably not. But I do have the odd sensation that someone is watching me. Well, look who it is. As a matter of fact, there is someone looking at me. Huh? What are you doing here? Hello? Excuse me, can I ask a few questions? Have you heard about the story, or have you heard the story about this apartment being covered in blood? It would have been a long time ago. He is not interested in talking. Have you ever known a man named Minoru Suzuki? He lived here 18 years ago. Minoru Suzuki. Does he know the name? Sir, have you ever heard of the Smiling Man? I am a smiling man. What? Somehow I get the impression that he didn't strangle people. But... What are you doing here? I'm a detective. I'm investigating a case that may have some connection to the area. Detective briefcase? No. Obviously not what I said. What are you doing here? I understand why you feel like that, but you definitely... Oh, well, thank you, Ethan. That really... It makes me really happy in a way. I feel like I can't project out because I'm kind of an introverted nerdy person, and I don't know how to express myself. But thank you.
わしは
Who am
誰じゃ
I? How am I supposed to know?
ミノル君
Minoru. Hmm?
エミオ君
Mr. Smiling Man. What? This guy is so weird. I wasn't counting on getting anything useful, but I'm glad I came here just in case. Maybe I should show him Minoru's sketch? Or Kuze's? No? What is it expecting? Well, thanks, I guess. I'll get going now.
血に染ま
A
った部屋
blood-stained room. Laughter. Screams. I was there when it
叫び
happened.
声を
Fucking excuse me? I heard that the Smiling Man lives in a red room. The walls in tatami mats are 100% red. Shadow, you are a fantastic streamer. You're the only streamer that I go out of my way to listen to when I'm at work. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm pretty jealous that you were able to make it work as much as you do. I'd love to have the close-knit following you. Yeah, I love... Like, I've kind of come to terms with... I don't think I'll be, like... I'm not gonna be the next Scott the Woz, you know? But, it makes me happy that I've really met some good friends and some really kind people just in general through streaming, and it you know, I can't get too into it on stream, but it has been such a positive impact I can't even describe. Oh, I heard you can hear him screaming like, yeah. I wonder if he really knows anything about what happened here. So you want to explain yourself? Sir, what did you see? It was a long time ago,
わ
right?
しは見たんじゃ
And also, my ability to focus on both games in chat is it's not perfect, certainly. Because, I feel bad, but just sometimes my brain will skip over a message, and that's always something that bothers me when I watch a stream. Because, like, sometimes I'll send a message because I think, like, oh, this will be an engaging thing to hear about, and then they just don't hear it, and it's like, oh man, you know? I saw it. What do you mean you saw it?
男を見た
I saw a man.
男
A man. Can you be more...
それは
Can you
最近
be
の
at
話で
all
もない
more
んです
specific?
わしは
I
見
saw it.
わ
Can
し
you
は
can you
見たん
fucking
じゃ
be helpful? I saw it.
おじいさんから
See if I can get info from
わ
him.
しは見た
Maybe I show him the sketch.
あおじいさん
Sir, do you
この人の
recognize
顔
this
に
man's
見覚え
face? Okay, what about...
この人に
So have you seen
最
this
近
person
会ったという
recently?
ことはない
は
どうな
So
の
how
でしょう
about it?
あわしは
I
見
saw
たん
it.
じゃ
Can you fucking say something? Okay.
アベックを
I
見
saw a
たんじゃ
couple. What?
え
What?
キャベッ
Wait,
クと
a
は
couple?
仲睦
A
ま
man
じ
and a
い
woman in
男女だ
love.
ったの
This is so weird.
わしは
I know.
何か知っていることが
You
あるん
know
ですね
something? Well, what is it?
教えて
Tell
ください
me. Seriously.
何でも
I know everything.
何
Is he gonna
でも
die before he tells us everything? Die of old age? Huh? Hmm?
何を知っ
What
て
the
る
hell
と
do
い
you
うんじゃ
know? That's what I'm asking you.
女
A woman was there.
女の人
A
ですか
woman in this
このア
apartment?
パートに
ダイナ
Dynamite.
マイ
え
What? Was there a bomb?
爆弾
セクシー
Sexy dynamite. What the What is happening? What is this man? Who is this guy?
え
どっか
Boom.
あ
Boom goes the dynamite. You hear that one on Family Guy? Guess the sexy dynamite blew up. What is this? What conversation am I having right now? Oh,
おじいさん
Sir, are
大丈
you
夫ですか
okay?
わしは
I saw
見
it.
たんいや違う
No, no, I'm being watched. Huh? Who's watching you?
ニコニコ
Smiling. That
笑
smile.
顔
So the smiling man is like
お
keeping
じい
an
さん
eye
何
on
か
him?
知ってるんですか
Did you say smile? Old man, what do you know? This is so weird. This is just the weirdest.
怖い
Scared. I'm
わし
scared.
は怖いん
Well
だ
then come with me. Like, let's get somewhere safe.
一体
What are you afraid
何が
of?
怖いんでしょうか
まん丸
The circle. White,
白い
white circle.
白いまんま伸び
Stretching.
白い
A white
ま
circle
ん丸
stretching.
伸びる
What the hell is any of
もう
this?
ダメじゃ
No, I can't.
何が
You can't what?
わしは
I know.
は
Huh?
何を知っ
What
て
the
る
hell
と
do
い
you
う
know?
わしは
I'll never forgive him.
わしは
Sir,
お
what
じいさん
happened?
何
わしは奴が
Kelsey, thank you. Thank you
Who
for
are
the
you
sub. Who am I again? You know, I'm the man of your dreams. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But Kelsey, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you so much, you precious bean. If you are, then I hate you.
誰なんでしょう
Why?
か
That's not what that means. Who are you talking about?
お前も
You
知っ
know
と
him
る
too.
誰
Who?
あいつが
Him.
あいつや
It's him.
本当に
No,
誰
really, who?
あいつ
That son of a... This is the weirdest.
情報を得る
I
の
wasn't counting on getting it, but I'm glad I came. Yeah, okay.
歌
I've been shot?
歌
Someone's been shot?
歌
I've been shot through the... What? Are you okay?
歌を
I've been shot through the
忘れ
heart
た
with love. Okay, this is so weird. Man, in my nightmares is a Wendigo lead. I didn't say nightmare. I said dream. Oh, come on. For a second, I thought he was like he was actually shot with something, and like he was gonna die right before he could say anything useful or something like that.
わしは
I am.
あの
わし
I hear
は
someone
Kita.
walking.
たくさんの
What? Who? Who's walking? This is the least helpful person ever.
歌
The song.
歌
The song. It.
歌を
I forgot the song.
わしは
I'm-
わしは
I
聞いた
hear footsteps.
歌
The song.
歌
The song. It.
歌を
I forgot the song.
わしは
I'm-
わし
I'm-
は
Your footsteps. What the what is this?
情報を得
My
るの
only dreams are nightmares. That's not true. I know you have good dreams because you are precious.
歌
The song.
歌
The song. It.
歌
I
を
forgot the song. Should I like leave?
わしはわしは
Let's see.
あじゃあ僕
Guess I'll get
違
going.
う
No, that
そうじゃ
isn't it. What isn't what?
血に染まった
Bloodstain.
の
I. What?
おじいさん
Sir,
何が
what happened? Oh my god, this guy.
歌歌
Song.
歌を
What does he want? What does this guy
血に
want?
染まった部屋
I
や
sure would like to know more about the bloodstains and the screams that he heard. Even local children have heard the story.
わしは見
I
た
saw
んじゃ
it.
血に染ま
I
った
saw a masked
覆面の
man
男
strained with blood that night.
あの
A masked man strained with blood. Sir, can you please give me more details? What?
怖い
Scared. I'm scared.
おじいさん
Sir,
大
are
丈夫
you
ですか
okay?
わしは
おじいさん
What is going on?
わしは
What?
お父さんまた知らない人に昔話をして
Dad, are you rambling about your nonsense to strangers again? Hmm?
すみませんね
So sorry. If I take my eyes off him even for a second, he just starts wandering.
ここで何しとる
What are you doing here? I told you, there's a dangerous masked man in the area.
ここで遊ぶ
How
な
many
と
times
何度
do
も
I
言
have
う
to
と
tell
る
you
じゃろ
not to play here, Hiroshi?
この人はヒロシじゃありませ
This
んよ
man,
ごめんなさいね
this man isn't.
じゃあ
Oh God, I can't even do the voice. This man isn't Hiroshi. Sorry, sir.
あれは誰じゃ
You're one of the 2 people I watch on Twitch. I genuinely hate Twitch with a passion, but oh, thank you. I have thought about the possibility of streaming to YouTube as well. So if YouTube's easier for people, they can go there. But it's a little more technically complicated than I'm comfortable with at the moment. And I would need to like really study up about it. Who's that?
知りません
I don't know. Hiroshi's in college, not this
と
guy.
ころで
Okay.
飯はまだか
Anyway, isn't it time for dinner? Eh?
食べたじゃない
You
です
just
か
ate, didn't you?
お化けアパートでの収穫は
Well,
な
I
しか
didn't learn anything from the haunted apartment, but old man ranting about a masked man and blood
かかるな
stains is something to file away. Only reason I hate Twitch is because the management are a bunch of idiots. That's fair. I have been very disappointed with a lot of decisions they've made. Granted, I was happy when they were like, hey, you can now stream multi-stream to YouTube, and I was like, okay, finally, like that shouldn't have been an issue in the first place, but I'm glad they fixed it. Like, but then they've just been messing up so many other things. Lurking, oh, well, thank you for the lurk, cat. Good morning. Good afternoon. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for coming by. This game has been so confusing.
聞くわ
There's no one to ask. Sorry, I need to think.
それにして
Still like
な
to
ぜ
know.
工事現場の人
Why
は
would the construction worker look at
誠さんの似
Makoto's
顔絵を見て
sketch and say it's
鈴木なん
Suzuki?
とかしてもう少し
Let's see
話
if
を
I can
聞け
get
な
to
い
the bottom of that. Well, then I guess I'm going to the construction site.
あれ
Huh.
やけ
I
に
thought it
静か
seemed
だと
awfully
思った
quiet, and now there's no one here. Now nomming lunch so I can actually chat a bit. Oh, okay. Well, I hope lunch is good. Yeah, yeah, sorry. I don't know what to exactly say, but I'm enjoying this game, and I really hope I can finish it today.
どこかに
I'll kill some time until the construction workers are back from their lunch break. How would you kill time?
工事現場の
By, like, traveling? Explosion?
鈴木が住んでいた聞くわい人の毛
Hmm. The music for this area is quite
敷地内に人が
upsetting. Watch it be another like 3 streams remind me of how every Final Fantasy end up being like 3 AM. Yeah. That's you know, I was saying at the beginning of stream 2, like there are so many loose ends right now. I don't see how one chapter is going to tie them all up unless it's just like a ginormous chapter. So it very well could be 3 more streams. I mean, at this point, I guess we just go everywhere we can and see what's available. talk to the children. Hey, it's the weirdo. Finished listening to the Chicory soundtrack today. I'm going for a second run now. Wow. Yeah. That much more hyped for the game. Good. I have not played it, but I hope it's good. It's the weirdo. Now I can tell you about the haunted apartment. Wait, what? How? What? How? Did you actually go in there? Is it real? I did. I was just there. And yeah, it's pretty creepy. Whoa, amazing! I can't believe you're still alive. Well, you know. He's got weirdo immunity. Whatever weirdo lives there won't touch another weirdo. I have a feeling it'll be like Tunic, where I like it so much to buy. I buy it for... yeah, but you already do so much, Pixel. What do I know about feeling it hit pretty hard? Maybe. Dude, you're so cool. I don't know, maybe this is unprofessional. You think? Dude, you're so cool. No, definitely. Oh, see you later, Mr. Weirdo. Too kind. And you already do too much. Hello there, little one. You got some more interviews lined up today. Hey, Mama Shoko. Yep, interviews. What are you doing here? I'm heading to work, of course. The bar's not gonna open itself this evening. Oh, right. Of course. You feeling okay? You seem off, little one. Oh? You can tell just by looking at me? How many years have I been working the bar? I can read anyone's face. So what's the matter? You get into a fight with Kami? Huh? Nailed it right. See? Mama Shoko sees and knows all. How old is the main detective in this game? He is 19. Which I was very surprised to learn is not the legal drinking age in Japan. I would have sworn it was 18, but apparently it's 20, I think? So what about this game makes it where, well, let's see. It started off with a strangulation murder. There have been many different characters talking about suicide and murder. Obviously, there's bars and stuff, so there's alcohol. There is a little bit of implied, you know, implied lewdness. Gotta be 20 to drink into 16. Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, pretty much everywhere else in the world is like 18. I don't know why Japan is strong about that, but so much better, 21 and 18. Well, I mean, most places, to my understanding, it was 18. Used to be 13. I did know that. Haha, yeah. You know how Kami acts. All that braggadocio. Only became 16 recently because Japan. Yep. But, I mean, step in the right direction. Well, deep down, he's scared. Maybe not even that deep. He's hiding his true feelings. He's dealing with a lot right now. I imagine he's overwhelmed. Yeah. So if it seems like he got angry with you, well, it might just mean he trusts you. That is interesting. Sorry, little one, but I've got to go to the bar already. I've got to go get the bar ready. Real quick, Mama Shoko, I just want to say thank you. Oh, well, I think you'll find that most arguments can be settled with a laugh. Were we arguing? Why don't you stop by the bar after you solve the case and bring Kami with you? Oh, like, as in, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Good, your face is improving already. I'll be waiting for you there. Kami trusts me, huh? Well, I hope he does. Okay, let's get back to work. It's that same musician, who I still am not entirely clear if they like are relevant in any way. Oh hey, there we go. Hey, it's you again. You're that detective, right? Sorry, I ain't got much time. Boss said there was gonna be a change of plans, so we're stopping work early today. Oh, is that so? I already told you everything I know anyway. Let's clear up the mystery of the sketches. Look, I'm holding up the driver right now. Everyone's waiting on me. And besides, it ain't like the sketch is gonna change no matter how many times you show it to me. But... Hey, what's the hold up? Are you coming? Yeah, I hear you. I'm coming. See you later, kid. Wait, huh? The guy over there also knew Suzuki. Wait a minute. Huh? Oh, please. Hey, what's the holdup? We're all waiting on you. Hey, kid, this is our driver. I bet he remembers Suzuki, don't you? Oh, really? Sorry, but could you take a look at these? Yo, which one do you think is Suzuki? What? Well, this one. Right? See, kid? I told you I was right. Lesson learned, just laugh at the far right and you'll win every argument. Actually, yeah, no, honestly, probably is. Because they hate being laughed at, so, makes sense. Are you sure? Yes. Anytime we leave a job site, we take roll call, although Suzuki did always wear a mask. But I made him take it off when it was time for roll call. That's how I'm sure the face matches. Ah. It's interesting. I never forget a face, you know. Two people have now seen the sketch of Makoto and claim that it's actually Minoru. I don't think it's a simple misunderstanding, but I'm not sure what's going on. Well, ask him where Suzuki is now. Like, what kind of person was Suzuki? He was a strange guy. Hardly ever spoke, and he pretty much kept to himself. One time I said we should get a drink together. He chuckled and gave me a look. Didn't even answer. He hardly ever spoke, and he pretty much kept to himself. No, I don't know anyone who looks like that. To be honest, he didn't make much of an impression. If you weren't paying attention, you could forget he was even there. Well, overall, he seemed like an okay guy. Just my impression. Would Makoto have been posing him as Minoru Suzuki for some reason? That's the thing, that's what I'm wondering. Is there any detail you can tell me about Suzuki? Even the smallest thing could help. Let's see. Oh, there was that thing that happened on the last day of the job. The last day? Oh, right! How could you forget? What happened? I drive a lot of guys to the work site every day. Pretty much everyone, actually. But Suzuki, he walked. Until the very last day of construction. That day, he accepted a ride home. Yeah, I invited him. Why? You know, he was just such an oddball. I guess I wanted to kind of see where he lived. Kind of wanted to see where he lived. That's right. You said it's my last chance. Did I really? But ultimately, I dropped him off in the middle of nowhere, kind of a mountainous area. Seemed deserted to me. Oh. Yeah, I remember thinking, what a weird place to get dropped off. But he just started wading through the overgrown weeds on the way up to the mountains. Interesting. I yelled out, "What are you, a bear?" I thought maybe he was gonna pick some veggies or berries or something, but it was almost dark. Oh, okay, I guess I asked for more info then. Can you tell me where you dropped Suzuki off? Yeah, it's a place called Yamanba Pass. Yamanba Pass. Kinda creepy sounded, right? Who would ever live in a place like that? Live there? Who would even go there in the first place? Me. Bye. Let's go. Let's fucking go! But yeah, it's like, there's so much that's going on that I can't imagine how they're gonna tie it all... I guess this is the final chapter, but like, what the hell is happening? How is this the final chapter? This is Yamanba Pass. The person they called Suzuki got out of the construction worker's car. It's fairly remote and there's not much traffic. It'd take a while to walk to town from here. This is just so weird. It'd take quite a while to walk to town. Beware of bears? What am I supposed to do if I run into one? One of the songs on Chicory has lyrics and it turns out it was sung by the same vocalist who sings the credit song of Nier Automata. Oh, cool. I recognized her voice and looked it up to make sure, and sure enough, she did both. Saying they managed to get her, and it's a pretty song she sings. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it would make sense. What's this here? Looks like the grass has been trampled. Animal tracks? Or a person? It's a bit overgrown, but... I have to check it out. Yeah, let's follow the tracks. A little nervous. It's already starting to get dark, but that's why you should bring a weapon with you. Just in case. I mean, it makes sense in the sense that, like, they're both beautiful songs, so, like, it's not like it's, you know, a rock artist singing J-pop, you know what I mean?
We're here!
Kelsey, thank you for redeeming that. I'm sad it didn't do any of the new ones. Well, the 2 new ones, but still. We're here! We're here! I mean, we are here. At Yamanba Pass. The going has gotten rough. It's basically mountain climbing at this point. A hot take about the Wii U. I think... Started watching it. So, yeah, on a Wii U kick. I watched that video. I basically agreed with him. It was a great system. And, it personally appealed to me than most other consoles, but also just... It, I think it's very easy to understand why it was not successful. And I think all the people romanticizing it were overstating things. Like the music on the eShop, as an example. Like, yeah, it kind of sucks there's no music on the eShop anymore, but, like, I wouldn't go back to all the other problems for, you know, just to get music. You know what I mean? Maybe there are some clues in these woods. Footprints. Human footprints. Looks like there were some tracks in the mud. I should pay close attention. Must have been made by someone passing through. Glad they're here. I can use them to navigate. I remember having to explain the difference between the Wii and the Wii U to so many parents at Walmart. Yeah, I had to explain it to one woman, but that was pretty much it. Nobody in my area was really interested in the Wii U when I worked at Target. So, like, it was just one woman who was like, hey, if I buy this Wii U game, it'll work on my Wii, right? And I was like, no. The Wii U is an entirely different system. Wii games will play on Wii U, but not the other way around. And, so... that was the only time I ever really had to, because otherwise nobody cared. Doesn't look like a hiking trail, and I don't see signs of landmarks around.
この森の奥で
Maybe the trail was blazed by someone who lives out here, and now Minoru Suzuki is using it. Or maybe he's the one that made the tracks. How do you know that that's not the case?
蛇とか
Snakes around, right? I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking thicket. Felt the way, and they've. No, I mean, for me, the 3DS was at least decently popular. My Target still had some PS Vita stuff when I was first there, but it was stuff that had already been like removed from the shelves. It was just kind of like hanging around because nobody wanted it. But 3DS games were decently popular in my time there.
人がと
Just referring to having to explain the 3D. Oh, yeah, no, I feel like they made it pretty clear.
もうちょっとこの踏み跡をたどっていってみよう
Let's follow the tracks a little longer.
今の坂
That was a pretty intense hill. Oof.
さて
Okay, where should I go next?
まさか
Didn't
こんな
expect
山の中
this
を
day to
さ
end with me lost on a
迷
mountain.
って遭難して
To
しま
observe
わ
my
ないように
surroundings carefully so I don't get lost. Well, let's look at the surroundings.
さらに藪が
Bushes
深
are
くなって
getting even thicker.
ちゃんと調べないと
I'm only going to find the tracks if I examine the area closely. Some of the greenery is a bit trampled. Sure seems like
この
someone has
辺り
been
の藪が
walking.
なぎ倒されているぞ
He gets to the top of the mountain and is jumped by the smiling man in the end. I mean, that does make sense.
どれだけの
How
年
many
月
years
を
did
か
it
けた
take for the
ら
forest to grow like this? It does make sense why the game feels short otherwise.
行くしかない
I killed, but that kind of works too. Yeah. Should keep going. Fork in the trail.
これは困った
This
ぞ
is gonna be a problem.
「登っていく方の
It's
道
the
だ
way up. I see a good amount of tracks.
下っていく方
It's the
の
way
道だ
down. There are some tracks, but they're sparse.
これだけ生い茂
I
る
think the sun's rays could reach here with all this overgrowth. So how is this so far in comparison to the other detective games? I would say this one seems to be like, because obviously the first two games were remakes of an old game, so like they were at least a little bit limited. This does feel like it's like, oh, well, we have the engine, let's just make a new game. And so like it definitely has like a sense of like newness about it. I don't know how to describe that very well, but it blends in pretty seamlessly with everything I've experienced. So funny story, they got the lead writer who he worked on the first two, and he created Metroid, Sakamoto. They got him back for this game, and I think I heard that he kind of left the series in the hands of like the younger writers or whatever. So like there is still a possibility for more games in this series, but it's gonna be without him. At least that was my understanding.
しっかり
Should observe my son. Oh god. Oh, I don't know. Oh no. I mean, if there are a lot of tracks,
しっかり
I just want one more look. Right on the left.
登っていく方
The
の
way
道だ
up, I see a good amount of tracks. Road on the right.
下っていく方の道
It's
だ
the way down. There are some tracks, but they're sparse. I feel like I'm gonna go left. But is the game longer than the others thus far? I guess so. Or, it's about the same. Well, I mean, granted, the thing that makes this hard to judge is when I played through the first 2 games, I got stuck more often. I feel like this game does explain itself better, like, especially because I'm used to the way the series works. Like, they did do some things to make it clearer how to move forward. So, like, I can't tell if it's longer because, you know, it has more content, or longer because I got stuck so much that, like, it just extended the time. You know what I mean? Let's go to the left. It's easier to go downhill, so if I need to go back. Stream on twitch.tv/SuperShadow271. Water is really moving. It's not super deep, so I bet I could cross, but... Oh, but there's a tied ribbon. What's that? Oh, it looks like a marker. If I go in the direction of this landmark, I might find a road. Why would that be here, though? Or why put that there, though? Do people pass through here on a regular basis? Use the rocks to cross without getting wet. Just need to be careful. But yeah, so far, I'd say it's on par, maybe a little bit longer than the others. I feel like maybe if the others went totally smoothly, then it would probably be shorter. Or, you know, the earlier ones would be shorter. Oh, they're forking the road. What does the sign say? Handwritten sign blocking the path. It reads, "No entry." It's written in hiragana. I wonder if that's to make it easier for kids to read. There's a broken sign in the bushes. Like, maybe someone hid it? No passing beyond this point. Looks like a sign put up by an official of some sort. Oh god. I think I'm gonna go right. Left side looks dangerous, and there's that no entry warning. Let's go. I mean, there's a no entry warning on both of them, but that one was knocked down, so clearly somebody's been by there, right? This is... There's a cliff at the end of the road that doesn't look climbable. Best turn back. Okay, well then, I guess... The sign says to keep up. I'm gonna ignore that and go left anyway. I mean, I guess that makes sense too. So, what now? A shrine? Jesus statue. Jizo? I don't know how to say that. Jizo. Looks like it's barely been taken care of. But there are random flowers in the offering. Flowers are fresh. Someone must have been here recently. Looks like there are some tracks behind the statue. Perfect. Let's follow those tracks. We're finally out of the woods. What in the hell is this place? Is this an abandoned village? There's nobody around. It's like time stopped. There's some old dilapidated houses. Workers dropped off someone who they were calling Suzuki a ways back. I wonder if he lived here. Minoru Suzuki be here, and I guess more importantly, if someone were here, would it really be Minoru? Two separate people ID'd Makoto's sketch as Suzuki. Exterior wall is completely collapsed. To be honest with you, if you had told me this was a remake as well, I probably would have believed you because they did a very good job making it flow with the others. So, like, I could easily see this being a remake, even though I know it's not.
人は住んでい
No
そう
sign of anyone living anywhere.
ちょっとでも触ったら
If
崩
I
れ
so
そう
much as touched it, it'd fall apart.
なんか出てきそう
Feels spooky, maybe haunted. Like something might jump out at me. Attack Shadow. You're silly.
辺りに人
No
は
one around?
呼ばれて出て
Don't think anyone will come out.
呼ばれて
Hmm.
よし
Okay, fine. I should look inside these buildings, even though they look abandoned. I'm nervous about this. Oh god.
あなた
It's Detective Kuze! Oh my god. What are you doing here? Sorry for my gasp if that scared anyone. Detective Kuze?
久世刑事こそ
Why are you?
質問に答えなさ
Answer
い
my question. I
実は
think Minoru Suzuki might be lurking
この
around
後に
here.
僕はその調査の
I'm looking for him. Is that why you're here too?
久世刑事がここに
So
いらっ
if
しゃっ
you're
たと
here, that means Minoru Suzuki must really be lurking somewhere
続
around
きに
here,
なり
huh?
ます。
警察の捜査情
I
報は
can't tell you
公害
anything
無
about the
用よ
police investigation. You have no right to expect me to. Ah,
民間人のあ
you're a
なたに
civilian. I have
話す
no
義務はない
obligation
の
to tell you anything. Detective Kuze is usually calm and collected. Not now, though. Why is she so tense? Does she really think Minoru Suzuki, very possibly the Smiling Man, is in the village right now? And lunch is over. Okay, no worries. I appreciate you, Pixel. Have a good one. You're precious. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully with something, I'll have something fun to report. More tense than usual. Do I have to show her the sketches? That's...
この似顔
Two
絵を
people have looked at this sketch of Makoto and told me it's the person they knew as Suzuki. What? You know how it is.
事件に
I
関す
can't
る
answer
質問
any
には
questions about the
一
case,
切答え
so
あなたの仕事
your
はこ
work
こ
is
まで
done. Leave the rest to the
あとは
police. Ah,
あとは警察
go
に
home.
任
The
せて
police will take care of the rest.
確かに久世刑
Detective
事
Kuze is right. It's a job for the police now.
そういえば
It's just, it doesn't seem to be any police here other than Detective Kuze herself.
あの
Detective Kuze, did you come
Kuze-kuze.
here by yourself?
まさか
You aren't thinking of going in alone, are you?
心配ないわ
Don't worry, I called
さっ
Kami
き
for
神に
backup.
も応援を頼んだから大丈夫
I'll be fine. I
単
won't
独
do
行動
anything
なんて
reckless.
だからあなたは
That's why I
も
need
う
you
行き
to
な
go
さい
now.
ですが
But
行きなさい
go.
言うことを聞かないと
Do what I
公務
say or
執行妨害
you'll
よ
be under arrest.
今すぐ
Go
来た
back the
道を
way you
戻る
came.
久世刑事
Detective Kuze.
前にも言ったわ
Like
よ
I told you before.
私の仕
Don't
事の
get
邪
in
魔だ
my
けは
way.
しないでちょうだい
Understand?
さあ行
Now
って
go.
考えてみれば
I'm not part of the police force. I shouldn't be trying to work alongside Detective
久世刑事
Kuze
と
like
一緒だと
this.
このままじゃ
I'll only get in her way if I stay here. If I stay here. What did I think I was even doing? Calling it right now, Kuze had a sex change. I mean, that would be interesting, but I don't think that's what they're implying.
これ以上迷
I'm
惑
worried
はか
about
けられ
her.
ない
I can't stop her from doing what she wants to do.
僕の調査
Suppose
は
my investigation ends here.
あなたの仕事
Your
はこ
work
こ
is
まで。
done. Leave the rest of the police.
僕の調査。あなたは今すぐ。
Leave now. Understand? Well, I mean, it's not giving me an option to leave, so,
僕の調査。行きなさい。
go.
あなたの仕
Your
事は
work
ここ
is
まで。
done. Leave the rest of the police.
いい加減にし
I've
なさ
had
い。
enough.
僕の調査は。
Investigation. Is it really asking me to save and quit? That's crazy. That is a wild,
僕の調査は。
wild
こ
thing.
こで終了で
Detective
す。
Kuze, you're right. My investigation ends here. Huh?
久世刑事。
It's just
くれぐれも
be careful. Please be careful.
ええ。あり
Yeah,
がとう。
thanks.
失礼します。
I'll get going then. I'm a
こ
civilian.
こまでが探偵
Guess
の
I
限
did
界
everything
な
I
んか。
could.
やっぱり。せめて
Well,
応援
maybe
が
I
来る
can
んだ。
linger until backup arrives.
念のた
Or
め
I could call Kamihara, even though she said she already did. What was that?
久世刑事。
Detective Kuze!
やっぱり一人で
I
続きの
knew
元
it!
に。
She went out, so she went to find Minoru Suzuki alone.
久世刑事は
Where is she?
どこだ。
Did she get into one of those abandoned houses?
どこだろう。まあ
Which one? I have no idea.
見ても
I'll go door to door to look around. A gunshot.
銃声だ。
That was closer than before. Or another gunshot.
こっちか。
Was it over there?
音が聞こえた。
Sounded like it came from this way. Okay. Oh my god. Did she really kill?
久世刑事。
Detective
大丈夫
Kuze,
です
are
か
you okay? And what the hell
Daniel!
is... Who is he?
これが
This
鈴
is
木みのる。
Minoru Suzuki. What?
18年
The
前
same
の
man
一連の
responsible
事
for the murders 18 years ago, and the man who
件
killed
佐々木
Aisuke
英介を殺し
Sasaki.
た。
Kuze? That's not reassuring. Suzuki approached me. I told him to stop. He did not.
危険を感
I
じた
fired a
私は
shot,
発
but my
砲し
hands
た。
were... I
だけ
missed.
どひるむこともな
Suzuki
く
took my
平然
pistol
と
away
歩み寄って
from
き
me
た鈴木は
and threw it
そ
away.
して
Then he began to
襲い
strangle
か
me.
だから私は
I escaped his
なん
grasp.
と手近にあった
I
ナ
hit
タで
Suzuki on the back,
Suzuki.
on the head with a machete.
あいつの
Split him open. Ah,
よほどのショックを
I
受け
think
た。
she's in shock. She seems disoriented.
これは鈴木の
This is Minoru Suzuki. I killed him. So that's Minoru Suzuki.
顔がよく
It's
見え
too
ない。
dark to see very well. But his face looks badly injured.
ひ
Did
どい怪我
Detective
を負っているようだ。
Kuze do that too?
まずは落ち着い
I
て。
need to calm down and try and get a handle on the situation.
血まみれ
Man
の
covered in blood is lying on the ground. Detective Kuze doesn't look like her usual self.
顔にひどい。
His face is badly injured. Are you sure that's Minoru Suzuki?
そう。
Yes, it's really
これ
him,
が
and I
鈴木。
killed him.
これが鈴木
He seems confident that the man on the floor is Minoru.
彼女は
His sketch must be what led her here, but
現在の鈴木の
how can she be so sure? She's only seen a rough police sketch of what he might look like now. So again, is that really Minoru Suzuki? No, I think she just killed her brother.
私が
I killed
Suzuki.
Minoru Suzuki.
私が
Okay, I've got things figured out. Detective Kuze entered the abandoned house alone and was attacked by Minoru Suzuki, who was inside. She opened fire in self-defense. The sound of that shot led me here. But about that gunshot... Yeah, wait a second.
僕が聞いた銃声は2
I
発だ。
heard 2 shots. Did Detective Kuze miss both times? says he got a hold of the gun and then tried to strangle her.
その手を
She was able to grab a machete and strike him in the
手
head
近にあ
with
った
it.
あなたなんだ
So where's the machete? Yeah, that's a good question, actually. And also, his head, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's been macheted. So again, is that really Minoru Suzuki? Where is the machete? This is... Ugh.
不正刑事
Where's the fucking thing?
不正刑事
Detective Kuze. Oh wait, no, look at surroundings, right? I don't see any machete around here. Where could it be? But it's... there's a cell phone lying by my feet. Oh, it's my phone. I must have dropped it when I ran in.
上原刑事に
Let
知らせましょう
Detective Kamihara,
僕が連絡しま
Kamihara
す
know what's happening. I'll call him.
あ
Huh?
県外だ
Out of range. No signal in the mountains. Wait, if I'm out of range, didn't she say... Yeah, that she called...
心配ないわ
Yeah, she called
神
Kami
に
for
応援
backup.
を頼ん
Oh god. What the hell is going on here? Well, she... Whoa, whoa!
なぜ
Why
行かなかったの
didn't you just go?
なぜここ
Why
に
did
来た
you
の
even
よ
come here? Oh god. Detective Kuze.
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry.
あなたには死んでもらうわ
You're gonna have to die. Oh god.
待ってください
Wait, Detective Kuze!
18
Was
年前のあの日
18 years ago. Huh?
家を飛び出した
I'd
私
run
は
out of the house and I was
人気
sitting
のな
by
い
the
道端
side
に
of the
座り
road
込んで泣いてい
crying.
たのそこへ一台の
Car
車が止
pulled
まっ
up
た
right in front
そ
of
して
me.
誰かが
The
降り
door
て
opened and someone
私も
stepped out.
私は顔を
I
上げて
looked
そう
up at them and
笑顔の紙
there
袋を
was
か
a
ぶった
man
男が
standing
立っ
there.
てい
He
た
was
の
wearing a paper bag with a smiling face drawn on it. What?
私
I was too scared to move. I couldn't speak.
動くことも
I couldn't speak.
男は
The man crouched
その場にしゃ
down
がんで
and
私
looked
の
me in
顔
the
を
eye.
エミコ
And then he
と
said,
言ったのよ
Emiko. Huh?
私は
I screamed
力
and
を
I
振り絞っ
screamed.
て思
I
いっ
just
きり泣
kept
き
screaming.
男は動
The
じる
man
様子も
didn't
なく
move. I could see his eyes from inside the bag. They looked sad.
私の首
And
に
he
両手を
grabbed
か
me
け
by
て
the neck.
そこへ兄が
That's
走
when
っ
my
てきた
brother came running
大
up
声で
from the
叫びなが
road.
ら
He
私
was
を助け
yelling,
よう
trying
と
to save me.
兄は男に
He
襲いかかっ
attacked
た
the man, but it wasn't enough.
そして男
The
は
man started
馬
strangling
乗りに
him,
なって
keeping him
兄
pinned to
の
the
首を絞め
ground.
始めた
Oh my god.
兄が死んでしまう
I thought, he's going to kill my brother. I was watching my big brother die.
無我夢
I
中で
tried to
男に
help. I
掴みか
grabbed
か
the
った
man, but he brushed me off like it
子供
was
投げに私
nothing.
をその時
That's when I managed to
私が
pull
掴
off
んでい
the
た
paper
紙
bag.
袋が取れ
And
てし
he
まった
turned and looked right at me.
その時
It
私は
was
男の
Minoru
顔を見
Suzuki.
た
But his face was... What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
まるで袋に書かれた顔と同じだっ
Looked
た
like the face on the bag. I was so scared I couldn't breathe. This is horrifying. Holy fuck. What? What the fuck?
我に帰った時
The time I got a hold of
鈴
myself,
木の
Suzuki's
車は
car
走り
was
去っ
gone.
ても
I
ぐった
couldn't
りした
forget the
兄
sight of him tossing
何
my
のためらいも
unconscious
なくト
brother
ラ
in
ンク
the
に放り込んだ
trunk.
鈴木の姿あいつの
He was
姿
taking
は
Makoto away.
今でもはっきりと
I can
覚えてい
still
るわ
remember it so clearly.
私だけ
When
が
I
帰
got
ってきた
home,
ことに
my
驚いた祖
grandparents
父母
kept
は
asking me what happened to my
私
brother.
は
I don't know why. I told them I didn't know anything, but that's what I did.
目の前で起きたこと。
It was so horrible. The attack, the look on his face, the feeling of being strangled. None of it was as bad as my brother being gone because of me. So why is she telling you all this with a gun to your head? Because she's trying to justify why. So the person she just killed right now is supposedly, at least, Minoru Suzuki. And she's trying to explain why she did it because you didn't believe her. And she's saying you're gonna have to die because you saw her do that. But, something's not adding up.
そして
If my grandparents knew what really happened,
お兄ちゃん
my big brother, the purple flowers he gave me.
私があん
If
な
only
ひ
I
どい
hadn't
ことさえ
said
言わ
those
なけれ
horrible
ば
things.
そんな私の身代わ
He
りに
was taken instead of
兄
me.
は自分が
I
連れ
wish
去
it
られ
had
ば
been me. I still feel that way.
やがて警察関係
Police
者
came to my
が
house and asked me so many questions
兄の
about
こ
my
とをいろい
brother.
ろと尋ね
All I would
何
say,
も知らない
all
と
I
しか
could
言え
say
なかっ
was, I don't know
た村
anything.
中の人も
Everyone in the village came together to try to find my brother, but
兄が見つかる
I
はずが
knew
ない
it.
ことを
He was useless. He would never be found.
翌日
The next day, a
当
young
日の
man
夜に
came
も来て
in.
いた若い
He'd
男
been
が
there that night and he identified himself as a detective. Oh?
何も話そうと
I
しない
refused to
私
speak. Do you know what he said to
その
me?
人はこう
He said,
お嬢ちゃん
Miss,
本当に何
I'll
も知ら
find
な
your
い
brother. Are you sure you don't know anything at all
僕が
about his
お兄ちゃんを見つけ
disappearance?
た
Utsugi. I couldn't answer
その探
because
偵
I knew that detective,
宇津木俊介
Shunsuke Utsugi. I knew
何
he
もか
could
も
see
見透かさ
through
れている
me,
よ私の
through
嘘
my lies. And the other truth he knew was that my brother would never come home alive.
その男は
That man, did you really kill him?
そうよ
Yes, I did.
私たち兄弟を
Minoru
めちゃくちゃ
Suzuki
にした
destroyed our lives.
殺されて当
He
然でしょ
deserved to die.
エミコ
Emiko.
やっぱり来てく
Knew
れ
you'd
たか
come, Emiko. Huh? What the fuck is happening?
エミコじゃないの
Emiko?
じゃ
Then who are you? But she only fired once. And there were multiple guns.
鈴木を殺したのに
I killed Suzuki. His gun has his fingerprints on it. And yours. Actually, it's probably overwritten with yours now. If it looks like Suzuki shot you,
やっと
I
会えた
finally
兄と
lived life with my brother. I'm sorry, but
Oh,
your
Anito.
brother? Huh?
兄さん
Makoto? What the what?
君は
You're
誠兄ちゃん
Makoto,
私よ
my brother, it's
純
me,
子純子よ
Junko.
純子
Junko, Makoto, brother. Is he like being mind controlled?
そうよ
Yes, you're
誠
my
兄さん
brother, Makoto. I knew it. You're still alive.
無事
Alive? What are you talking about? Brother, don't you know who I am?
もしや
Don't you?
僕は誰だ
Who am I? Who the hell are you? Wait,
これを
look at this. That's his, yeah,
綺
his
麗なお
bookmark.
花をありがとう
Remember, I should have thanked you. Brother, you've got to get out of here. Now! Away from me at Kofuku Station! Whoa. Hurry! Get out of here, hurry! Boy. Go now! Huh? Okay, so she shot once to scare him off. And that's when... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait. Detective Kuze. What should I do? My brother has lived like this for almost 20 years without knowing anything about his life until today. But why? How? What is going on? I don't want to make him suffer anymore. I want to set him free right now. I'm so sorry. I can't. I still can't do it. I'm sorry, Makoto. I'm sorry. Detective Kuze. Detective Kuze. What the fuck? Stop making Junko cry. Ah! No, stop, Makoto. What the fuck is happening? Stop. Did she just shoot her brother? Makoto. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? What the actual fuck is happening? I'm back. Oh, hey Ayumi, how's Makoto? How's Makoto doing? He seems to be recovering well. It looks like there's no permanent damage. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad Detective Kamihara is a terrible shot. Kamihara? Oh! Oh my god. It wasn't Junko who shot, it was Kamihara. Ah. Japanese try not to look too hard. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. Well, that's why the bad shot thing, fire, or that's where that comes in. Kamihara opened fire on Makoto upon arrival. He said Detective Kuze had been acting strangely. Said she'd been working solo much more than before. She decided to perform a one-woman raid on Minoru Suzuki's hideout without telling anyone else. Detective Kamihara knew about the motorcycle in the school tie. So he paid attention to her movements whenever possible. Kamihara knew Detective Kuze was headed to the abandoned village alone. He said he was delayed after being called into the police station. See, he's been engaging in unauthorized and irregular behaviors too. All to protect Junko. As for Minoru Suzuki, at the time I was sure Detective Kuze was the one who killed her. She wasn't? Wait, so then did Makoto save her? And that's where the machete came from, right? Yeah. Makoto. Junko. Hide somewhere, Makoto. Oh, just hide now. So that's why she was acting that way. Eh? Okay. What about Aisuke? Looks like Aisuke committed suicide after all. Wow. That's really weird.
あの夜
Detective Kuze was headed back to the station when she saw a kid on a bicycle ride onto a side street.
その時間と場
She
所
was
から
suspicious, but decided to keep going.
妙な胸
Her
騒ぎ
suspicions got the best of her, and she turned her motorcycle around to follow the bike.
バイクを止め
Parked out.
脇道を進ん
She
だ
parked
先に
and
は
walked down to the
ポンプ場
pumping
があった
station, and that's where she found
ポンプ場の鉄格子にネ
Daisuke
クタイを引っ
Sasaki
掛け
hanging by his
座るよ
neck
うな形
in
で
a sitting
首
position.
をつってい
He'd
る
hooked a
佐々木
tie
英介を
to the
発見
bars
した
of the pumping station. Oh, he'd hooked his tie. And the tie, and that must be a suicide note.
佐々木英介は
He
すで
wasn't
に生
breathing,
き
so
ていた
Detective Kuze tried to resuscitate him.
しかし
It didn't work.
Sasaki
Daisuke was dead.
そして
When she went to take her cell phone out of her bag,
久世刑事
Detective Kuze remembered she was carrying the paper bag she'd found while cleaning.
あの忌まわしい
Oh my god.
袋だ
So, okay, so she, when she got attacked and like she ripped the bag off of his head, she kept that.
それを見たとき
Gave her an
ある考
idea.
えあろうことか
She acted upon it.
Sorochi.
Whoa.
横たわる佐々木英
Detective
介
Kuze took the tie, put it in the paper
その場
bag
を立ち去っ
over
た久世
Aisuke's
刑事は
put the paper bag over Aisuke's head and left the scene.
あのもし
Oh,
もし
hello. I
人が
think
死んで
someone
る
is
みたい
dead.
なん
They're
で
at
す
the pumping station near the bus stop behind the school.
翌朝
Next
第一
morning,
発見者を
posing as the first witness, she made an anonymous call to the police. Oh god.
久世刑事は
Detective
18
Kuze
年前の
disguised
事件の
Daisuke
再発を
so
想起
he
さ
would
せ
be
る偽装を
linked to the case from 18 years
彼
ago.
女自
She
身がその
believed
捜
that her
査に加わ
participation in the investigation could
誠
lead
さんの
to
発見につながる
locating her
ことを考
brother,
えて
Makoto.
その事件
She
の
was
本当
hoping
に
the case would draw a lot of coverage,
必ず生きている
and
と
serve as a
信じた
kind
誠
of
さん
beacon for Makoto,
who
who she believed was still alive.
実際に佐々木
And
君の
it
事件は
worked. Daisuke's case was noticed by Minoru Suzuki and Makoto.
エミオが現れるよう
Smiling
にな
Man
った
showed up like Detective Kuze had
久
hoped.
世刑事の狙い通りまあ
She says she regrets
彼
what
女
she
は
did.
自分私は
She keeps saying, "What have I done?"
久世刑事は
Didn't Detective Kuze also take Aisuke's suicide note? I think she was keeping it along with the tie. Yeah, it was in the envelope I saw in the box in her apartment.
その遺書は
Aisuke's suicide note
Megumi-san
was
に
addressed to
宛てたものだった
Megami. Oh god.
そこには
Oh, that's not. Oh god. Oof. It read,
めぐみへ
To Megami, I've had a lot of fun with you. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Bye bye.
福山先輩は
Mr.
その言葉を
Fukuyama told Megami and Kohei what the letter said.
竹口佐々木英介
Kohei was Aisuke's best friend. He understood Aisuke better than anyone. When he heard what Aisuke wrote, he said,
あいつ
Yeah, sounds like him.
そう言って
After all, after saying that, he broke down in tears.
森本めぐみ
Megami
さんは
cried too. She cried until she had no tears left.
でも
She said the note gave her
佐
strength.
々木くんの
She
最後のメッセー
listened
ジ
and
だから
accepted what it said as bravely as any adult would.
まず前を向いて
It seems she will forge ahead. Aisuke!
思春期の子供
It's
たち
difficult for kids to remember what it was like to be kids. Or it's difficult for adults to remember what it was like to be kids. But I understood how fragile the
その
world
あまり
felt
に
to
も
them.
か弱く脆い
No, Kelsey, I'm grabbed right now.
寄り添い
And I'll do whatever I can to protect them.
いやその教訓を
Mr.
得た福山
Fukuyama
先輩
seems to have felt this too.
きっと
I need to give a full breakdown of what happened this whole game because I'm confused. It's pretty wild. I'll be a great teacher, I know it. I'll give the best summary I can once this is all over. I'm back.
あ
Oh,
先生
Mr. Utsugi.
おかえり
Please
な
tell
さい
me what the Smiling Man legend was then. Welcome
君た
back.
ちの活躍は
I've heard about your exploits from Kamada. You're both extraordinary detectives
あの
now.
探偵だ
Shadow showing emotion. Yeah.
先生の調査はどうだったんですか？
How'd your
ぜひ
investigation
話
go?
を聞かせて
We're
ください。
we dying to hear. That's a typo. I found a typo, everyone. We dying to hear your stories.
ちょっと待ってくれよ
Are you human? Yes.
今帰ったばかりで
Hold on. I just got back and I'm starving.
ということで
So, Ayumi, care to join me for lunch?
ランチに
もちろんです
Of course. Wait a minute. Why are you only taking Ayumi? Let's go, Ayumi.
はーい
Yes.
ちょ
Oh, come on. Why can't I come? Yes. Oh, Detective Kamihara. Can you believe this? Everyone is so
僕
mean.
だけ置いてっちゃっ
They all left
て
behind.
あら誰かと
Are
電
you
話
on
し
the
てる
phone
の
with someone?
上原刑
It's
事
Detective Kamihara. Watch your step. Focus on where you're walking, or you'll get hurt. Okay.
しばらくして
Sometime later, I received a letter from Detective Kuze.
宇津木探偵事
To
務所の
everyone
皆
at
さん
Itsugi Detective Agency,
いろいろと
I
ご
sincerely
迷惑をおか
apologize
けし
for
まし
any
たことを
inconvenience I may have brought to
心
your
より
lives.
お詫び私の行い
My
は
actions are
許
unforgivable.
されること
I
で
am
はありま
ashamed
せ
of
ん
my selfishness, and I intend to
身勝手
atone
な
for my
自分
sins.
私は
I
警
have
察官
resigned
の
my
職を
position
辞
with the
し
police to focus on supporting my brother as we move
共に今
forward.
後の人生を歩むことになり兄
Makoto's memory has
誠の
returned,
記憶は無事
but it'll
戻
be
りま
some
した
time before he can walk
怪我
again.
の後遺症で
What is happening?
兄は
He wants to be
一
able
人
to
で
live
生きていくために
on
歩
his own
けるよ
someday,
う
so
に
he
なるの
spends
だ
his
と
days
リハビ
doing
リに
hard
励む
physical
日々です
rehabilitation.
そんな兄に寄り添
To
い
stand
支えることも
by
ま
and support
た
my brother is my
私に
atonement.
その思いを
I
胸
will
に
keep living
生きてい
with
こう
that
と思い
thought in
ま
my
す
heart.
皆様のご
Our
活
family
躍
of
を
three wishes you all the
私た
best
ち
in
家
your
族三人
endeavors. No.
上原純子
Junko Kamihara. Junko Kamihara? Oh shit. She married him.
ナスの花言葉はつつましい幸福
Eggplant flowers implies happiness, truth, and hope.
久世兄弟はようや
It seems the Kuze
くそ
family
れらすべて
has finally recovered all
どうしたん
three.
だろう
Wow. There's still a lot that I don't understand. I might have to look it up myself because I really... There are so many leads that aren't followed up on. Because it was like... So... The Todorokis, they were like, surely Minoru couldn't have done it. And it's like... And like, they got to the point where it was... Oh, it said Hideki Kojima, not Hideo. They were like, it couldn't have been him. He was a kind man, and, you know, even though he was quiet, he was a good worker and all that. I will hydrate, thank you. But like, we never got any sort of resolution to that where it was like, oh, I guess he really did do the murders. And it's not clear why he murdered those girls at all. Like, what? I don't get what his motivation was. Because if he was this kind, worker who just wanted to take his sister for a ride in his car, why would he go strangle murder people? And why did Makoto seem like brainwashed? And what? Who was the man who, like, attacked Ayumi? I didn't just hallucinate that scene. Clearly, there had to have been something. Because it was like, Ayumi saw the man and she chased him, and then he like, attacked her, and it's like, what was that for? What did that do? What relevance did that have? So many questions. Shadow, let me rest. You go to sleep, Kelsey. You can rest. I'm just explaining my thoughts. Unless there's an after credits sequence. If there's an after credits bit that explains more, then that would be appreciated. But I don't know. There's a lot that really doesn't feel like it was answered. And I wonder if they're actually intentionally leaving that open for future installments. Like, maybe the next Famicom Detective Club will kind of tie into the Smiling Man one, in the same way that 1 and 2 were kind of tied to each other. Actually, you know, I think that might be the idea. I think they're leaving a couple of different leads open, so that way, like, a future sequel can, like, tie itself in a way that, like, if you played the first game, you would understand, but, like, if you didn't play the first game, like, you could still follow along. That's what I would think. Like, maybe the next villain is gonna be, like, a brainwash person, brainwash murderer, and, like, and he got involved in the Smiling Man case, which is why... Something like that. I don't know. This is just speculation, but it just feels like so many things went so unanswered. And it was like... So... Minoru didn't have he wore a face mask... He wore a face mask, when he worked, but he still had to pull it down for face verification, they said. So how could they have not... Oh, well, that was Makoto, wasn't it? Maybe. But, like, how did he get away with that? I do think it's interesting that Eisuke's murder was kind of just a front for Junko to find her missing brother. That was an interesting twist. Answer it? Hi, it's me. I'm sorry to bother you at this hour. About this case, there are still many... Thank you. Just what I was saying. Many matters remain. I believe uncovering each of these details will allow us to truly solve the case. Part of that requires looking directly at the life of Minoru Suzuki. However, it's pretty gruesome stuff. Heavy, dark. You have to be prepared for that. So I'm only going to talk when you're ready. When you decide you're prepared, you give me a call, I'll be waiting. What does that mean? Is there like a new game plus? Oh shit! Holy fuck! Okay. That... Oh my god. Fuck yeah, we're calling Utsugi. I want to know.
どうやら心の準
Have
備
you
ができた
decided that you're ready? I was waiting for that. Old times? Just like old times? Thank you. I kept myself very spoiler free, so like, they did a very good job baiting me thinking that was the actual ending. So, I apologize if that was a little difficult, but I am very happy that we will answer things. Have you decided that you're ready?
わかった
Understood.
Yeah,
Then come to the office. But old times, welcome in. It's funny, I actually streamed the first two Famicom Detective Club games, like, shortly before Emio was announced, and I promise you, I had no knowledge of it before, but, yeah. With the investigation at Urumo Village complete, we now know the full origin of the Smiling Man.
また
Additionally, we
鈴木みのるが
found
潜んでい
a
た
scribbled
廃屋で
note in the
彼
house
が
where
残
Minoru
した走り
Suzuki
書
was
き
hiding.
しかし
But
そこ
understanding
に
the
書か
true
れてい
meaning
る
of what he
か
wrote,
我々が理解
well,
し
that's beyond our current
正しく汲み
abilities.
まずは僕が聞き込んで
Nevertheless,
得た
let
ことを
me begin
君
my
に伝えよ
by
うと
filling you
思う
in on the details of my investigation. But yeah, old times, or if you have a preferred name, let me know. I'm really enjoying these games. Like, all three of them were fantastic. You're with the Utsugi Detective Agency.
随分古い話で
Yes, I
恐
know
縮
this
なの
is
ですが
ancient history, but I was wondering if I could ask a few questions. I see. So what did you want to ask?
この村で
I came here to
鈴木さんとい
investigate the
うご家
history
族
of
が
the
暮らしていた
Suzuki
と聞いて
family.
やってきました
I understand that they used to live here. Ah, yes, the Suzukis. So unfortunate. I remember they used to live in peace and harmony together, an ordinary family. Ah, but then, one day the wife and mother left home. The husband stopped work and started drinking. He became aggressive. Maybe it's shameful of us, but we distance ourselves from that family. I don't know why the mother left. It's not my place to say anything about it. But I will say, the poor Suzuki children are the ones who suffered the most.
子供たち
Children?
鈴木みのるさ
Did
んには
Minoru Suzuki have any
ご兄弟がいらっしゃっ
siblings?
たんですね
Oh, wait, sorry, Utsugi. Did Minoru Suzuki have any siblings?
ミノルには
Yes, he had a sister named
エミ
Emiko.
コっちゅう
Ah.
妹がおってな
See, when
夏
when
違い
we
くらい
when he was like, "You're not Emiko," I was like, that must have been his younger sister. Yeah, they were 7 years apart.
恵美子
Did
さん
you say Emiko?
お
Oh yes,
So,
Emiko. She
Emiko.
was such a pretty girl.
年が
I
離
think
れとっ
Minoru
たから
cherished and
か
protected his sister in part because she was so much
ミノ
younger.
ルは妹
I like smiling, Emiko. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. Shut up, you little bastards!
恵美子を泣かすな
Don't make Emiko cry. I hate you. Oh, and that's why the Smiling Man legend. What did you just say, you son of a bitch? Say it to my face. I'm sure that Minoru was often beaten while protecting Emiko. When her mother was around, Emiko used to be so bright and cheerful. She was a little tomboy, and some of the villagers called her Emio, so it sounded like a boy's name. Oh, really now?
恵美子ちゃん
Emio.
やのに
But, well,
お母ちゃんが
after her
出て
mom
き
left,
て
she
からは
cried all the time, and she always
い
looked
つもない
frightened.
わしらも
We did the best we could, but
仲のええ
they were such a good brother and sister to each other.
ミノルは
Minoru protected Emiko with his own body at times. They were such a good brother and sister. Yeah, okay.
You
She was such a spunky little girl, just bursting with energy. Of course, she was always attached to Minoru at the hip. Sometimes she'd hide when she saw us. She must have thought that her brother was the only person she could trust in the world. I mean, that makes sense. He was an awkward boy of few words, but he was honest and kind. You could see how he always acted cheerfully for Emiko's sake. She depended on him. I'm sure it was terribly hard for him. There are things between a husband and wife that are personal, and sometimes irreconcilable. But it's always the children who suffer when the relationship dissolves. That is so true. We couldn't do anything for Minoru and Emiko. And that's a regret. That's a regret I carry with me to this day. You know, I do remember. There was one day I heard Emiko laughing wildly. She looked so happy, I wondered what was going on. Well, Minoru was fiddling around with some kind of funny paper bag on his head. A paper bat? A paper bag? Yes, it had been so long since I'd seen Emiko smile, let alone laugh. Oh boy. Oof. Do you remember what kind of paper bag it was? Oh, it was just an ordinary paper bag, but Minoru must have drawn a smiling face on it. Yeah, that's definitely not creepy. So it looked as though he was laughing wildly when he put it on. Emiko would laugh so much when he wore it. I hadn't seen her that happy in a long time. Why, the next day the both of them were running around with bags on their heads. I suppose it was their way of making a little fun for themselves when life was hard. God, this is brutal of a story. I think it made Minoru happy to see Emiko smiling and laughing again. But then the unthinkable happened. Did he, like, kill his dad? What happened to the Suzuki family after that? I'm sorry, can you ask about someone? Can you ask someone else about that? I mean, I kinda need to know. It's just too painful to remember. I understand. Thank you for sharing what you have. I'm sorry to have stirred up these troubling memories. I hope you feel better. You sound like you genuinely care. That's kind of you. Thank you. Those kids, the brother and sister. They were as one. Or is it that Emiko, like, dies? Because that would kind of make sense. Oh my god, it was true. Emiko passed away? You're saying she drowned in the pond? Yeah. I could hear Minoru screaming from down near the pond. Oh god. I rushed over there and found Emiko. I was speechless. What the fuck happened? Yeah, I mean, poor guy, but is this what led him to, like, beat his father and then go to juvie? I wondered why he had suddenly ran outside in the rain like that. I had no idea what was going on. I think Minoru and Emiko were planning on running away from home together. But when their father found out, he took all their things and dumped them in the pond. And I suppose what happened was that Emiko went to try and retrieve their things, and she drowned. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And so Minoru... killed him. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. He went to his father. Yeah. I don't feel any remorse for the father. None. His father's face was... I still don't... Still, I don't know if you can blame Minoru. Yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't. You do that, that's the sort of thing that ends up happening. It's not necessarily like it's good to murder people who are mean, but like... that's what happens, man. I can't imagine what it was like for Minoru to lose a sister and then, with his own hands, his father. I remember Emiko's funeral. But then who's the other guy? Oh, man. I feel really bad for Suzuki. Oh, the paper bag. Emio, it looks like your brother brought you something. Emio is smiling. Emio is smiling. You don't have to cry anymore. You can just smile now. Keep smiling forever. Something like that happened. Something like that happens. People talk across generations. But then again, in time all things fade. Even those painful memories just sort of drift away. You forget. I mean, I don't know that you necessarily forget. I think just the intensity of it wanes a little bit. When I think back, why didn't I stop Minoru? When he started running, how could I have not realized what was going on? I still think about it. I believe Minoru was sent to a juvenile detention center afterwards, but that's all I know. I left the village shortly after that time. I hope Minoru's doing well. He's not. He's really not. In the end, life is as fragile as that paper bag Emiko and Minoru played with. That's about all I can tell you. I see. Thank you very much for speaking with me. God, this is making me really sad. This whole thing is just so sad. I moved away a long time ago, but I still think of those kids. Sometimes. If only I had known what was going on in his head, maybe it could have been different. I could have. Well, if you want my opinion, I don't think you can blame yourself. Still, I wonder. I think I've told you everything I know. Thank you. It's been valuable. These are painful memories, that's for sure. So sorry. But there is a certain lightness to getting it off my chest. Thank you for listening. The events that took place there seem to be what inspired the urban legend of Emio, the Smiling Man.
鈴木兄弟の悲劇
Hi, Vol!
村の中で語
I
り継が
I
れ
beat, like, the main story, and now I'm following up some of the loose ends. As for the people of the village, as the people in the village spoke of the tragedy of the Suzuki siblings,
後に
the story
村を
took on a
離れて
life
い
of
った
its
人
own,
たちが拡
and
散
as
してい
word
く過程
spread,
で
the story morphed into a
恐ろしい
terrifying
と
legend.
それを決定的
In a
にして
cruel
しまっ
twist
た
of
のが
fate, Minoru Suzuki's
鈴木
actions
みのる
cemented the
本人だった
legend
と
as
いうのは
reality.
鈴木兄弟の
Of
事件
course, the
は
downfall of the
近隣の
Suzuki
方々にも
family cast a shadow
暗い影を
over the
落とした
entire neighborhood.
彼らのために
People there still
自
ask
分たちに
themselves
で
if
き
they
ること
couldn't
は
have
なか
done
ったのか
something.
と自分が鈴木の強行を止
Some
められ
still
たの
live
では
with
という思い
regrets
に
and the
ずっと
notion
縛
that
られてい
they
る
could
方も
have
いらっしゃ
somehow
る
prevented all that came to pass.
もちろ
Hey
んその
Ethan,
方
welcome
たちが
back.
ご自身を責める必要は
Yeah, this has gotten so intense. Like, I was excited to learn the truth, and I knew it would be dark, but like, it is very tough. Some of these subjects are really, really tough to tackle, you know? I don't think they should blame themselves, but
重く受け止める
it
べ
is
き言葉
human
だ
nature to do so. I know they carry the weight of their decisions always.
そして鈴木が入院
I
し
met
て
with
い
the
た
director at the
少年院の
juvenile
教官に
detention
も
center where
会って
Minoru was
話を聞いてきた
incarcerated. Oh yes, I remember Minoru Suzuki. He was an honest, well-behaved kid. However, I do recall that he had an intense case story, or case history, so we kept a close eye on his mental state. He hardly ever spoke during his time there, so it was hard to pin down how he was doing. Truly, he was an enigma. All in all, Minoru was a strange boy. He spent a lot of time alone, just thinking, presumably. You know, now that I think of it, he did used to mumble to himself a little bit. I'm going to study cars. Okay. Martin Prince voice. Tell me more! Yeah, I mean, like, this... If there's anything, this game has been like, just tell me more, please! I need to know. Thank you, Vol, for the hydrate. It is important to hydrate, because this is an intense story. I couldn't understand what he was mumbling about, of course. One thing that did pique Minoru's interest was cars, so I encouraged him to pursue automotive repair. Becoming a certified mechanic could be a great advantage to someone leaving our institution. It turned out that he had the ability to focus quite well on his studies and work hard. Ultimately, he passed the certification exam on his first try with flying colors. Oh, that's
それは
impressive.
大した
I agree, and a bit surprising, I'll admit. I was happy for him and glad to see that his mind was hard at work behind the silence. He must have been thrilled. After all, he barely spoke, but he did talk to me that day. However, the things he was saying were a little weird. Oh? I did think yeah, well, okay, tell me what it is. Minoru said, someday I'll get myself a car and I'll take my little sister wherever she wants to go. Yeah, that was pretty much it. His sister, eh? Yes, he was quite clear. You agree it's weird, don't you? At least based on your reaction. I mean, like, yeah, because she's dead.
え
As far as I know, Minoru only had one sister. That's right. I've looked through all the official documents. Minoru's only sister was Emiko, and she died before he arrived. Yes, I'm sure that Emiko was Minoru's only sister. It would have been in his records if he had another sister.
そうでしょうね
Indeed.
妹が行きたい
I'll
とこ
take
ろ
my
へ
little sister
どこへ
wherever she wants to go. Seeing him so happy, I suddenly realized maybe in this kid's head, the whole incident never happened. So he was strangling girls who weren't his little sister? Is that what I'm
少
understanding?
年院を退院後
After his release from juvenile detention, Minoru returned to Irumo village.
村の人に温かく
Villagers
受け入れてもらった
welcomed
続
him
きは
back, and he spent a few years pitching in with farm work.
問題を起こす
He
ような
said he
こ
was
とはなか
helpful
っ
and
た
didn't
が
cause any problems,
随分
but
感じが変
that
わっ
he
て
had
しまう村の
changed.
人たちは
At
思っ
least
て
that
い
was
た
the
ようだね
most folks' impression.
少年院での生
The
活と同
behavior
じ
he
く
exhibited in detention, rarely speaking,
村でもとにかく話さない。
mumbling to himself,
いつも何
continued.
事情を知る村の人々は
Those in the
みんなの
village
気持ち
who
を
knew
教え
about
た
his
って
history were
見
sensitive
守って
to
い
his
たよう
feelings
だ
and
が
protective of him.
世代交代が
Not
進み
everyone felt that way.
村の雰囲
Perhaps
気が
picking
変わっ
up
て
on
い
a
ったよう
growing
だね
sense of unease, Minoru left the village.
その後
For a while, he
彼は短期
drifted,
労働の仕
working
事を
odd
しながら
jobs,
そして君も知っているように
until he found his way to the Kamematsu area in Kufoku City,
轟
Kofuku
モー
City,
タースのお世話になるわけ
and had the good fortune of stumbling upon Todoroki Motors.
ところで君は
Speaking of, do you know what drew
Todoroki
Minoru
Motors
to
に
Todoroki
身を寄せ
Motors? Well, probably he was looking for a
君も
place.
そう思ったか
Oh, I see. I see. We had the same thought, but actually, I found the car shop called Car. The owners are nice. I'm going to work there. If I have a car, I can go pick up Emio. Or Emiko.
車
I gather he was
車という
fond of the kanji character for
驚きの漢字
Todoroki,
が
which
気に入
spells
った
out
から
car.
とはよほどの車好きだった
For a
んだ
car
ろうね
enthusiast, it must have been the
続き
perfect
にうって
job.
つけなそういえば
Speaking of his job, he found a set of work clothes from Todoroki Motors in an abandoned building.
きれいに洗
They
濯
had
されて
been
い
laundered
て
and folded
丁寧
neatly
に折
away
り
in
た
a
たむ
hiding spot.
続きにとっ
I
て
think it shows how important Todoroki Motors was for
大切
Minoru.
な続きはこのメモで
In a
妹
note we found, Minoru wrote that he was planning on going to pick up his sister, Emiko.
彼は少年院
He
でも
also spoke of driving his sister around while he was in detention, but he doesn't
恵美
have
子さんの
another
他に
sister.
おそらく続きみのる
I
は
think Minoru's mind
妹を
became
亡くした
fixated
日
on the
から
day that he lost
独
her.
自の思考によって疑う
I
こと
mean, yeah,
な
that
く
would
それ
make
に従
sense.
って
You could never
行動
move
するように
past
なっ
that
たんだ
event.
よ
He acted as if she were alive and in need of protection.
その結果
As
様
an
々な不幸を
unfortunate
招いて
result,
し
he
まった
caused
と
a
いうわ
great
け
deal
だ
of misery and suffering.
彼には同情す
I
べ
am
きところは
sympathetic
あ
to
る
his story.
事情はどうあれ
But regardless of the
続きの犯した
circumstances, the
罪は
crimes he committed
到
are
底許
unforgivable.
されるもの
Yeah,
僕
yeah.
に彼をかばい立てする気持ち
I
は
have
毛
no
頭ない
desire to defend him,
そ
I
れは
assure
断
you
言
of
してお
that.
こう今から僕が話す
What
ことは
what I am about to describe to you is based on the notes Minoru left behind about
久世
and
誠さんの
Makoto's
死
testimony.
そして
I have filled in some of the
様々な取
details
材
with
によって
information
知り
from a
得た
few
情報
trusted
から
sources.
推察
Wait,
した
testimony
話
of what? He didn't. I mean, Minoru is dead, so there wouldn't have really been a court case, right? I have filled in some of the details with information from a few trusted
残念
sources.
なことに
Unfortunately, I believe the
これらの
story
ほ
is
とんど
factual
は
and not an
事
exaggeration.
実だともちろん
Of course, we can never truly know what was going on through Minoru's mind.
分かったとしても
Even if we could get a glimpse, there's just
おそらく我々には
no
理解
way.
彼の人生を
Still, the story of his
君に
life,
伝えた
I
い
felt it was important to share with you. This is really... This is like the stuff I really needed to know. So he sees all the seamstresses. Oh, this is a full-on animated scene. What the fuck?
大きくなった
I met Emiko all grown up. Oh no. That's... Oh my god. So, yeah. It was nice of you to come visit me at work, Minoru. Are you thinking about your sister again? I understand. And this is where he strangles her. You didn't do anything wrong.
妹さんのこ
What
とは
happened? It's not your
ミノル君の
fault,
せ
you
いな
know.
んかじゃないの絶対に
Not at all.
ミノル君は
I know you
何か
think
自
you
分
could
が
have
失
done
敗したせ
something,
いだって言ってたけど
and that somehow makes it your
うま
fault,
く家出でき
but
たとしても
even if you had
妹さんとの
managed to
生
get
活は
away,
長くは
you
続
wouldn't
か
have
な
been
かった
able to stay together long.
子供だけ
It's
で生
not
きていくのは
realistic for kids to live on their
や
own.
っぱり無理なんだよどうせすぐに
You would have ended up in foster
お
care,
父さんのところに
and
連れ戻されちゃう
then back to your father.
それに
I mean, life is scary, right?
いっぱいあると思う
Yeah, especially when you're next to the guy who's about to kill you.
お家が安全だって
Well, not even your home is safe. When not even your home is safe.
ミノル君みたいなお兄
But
さ
I
んがいた
do
妹
know,
さんは
but I know your sister was happy to have you, a big brother like you.
だからミノル君
So
は
come on, don't be so hard on
自
yourself.
分を責めちゃダメだよ
But then why would he kill
そ
her?
ろそろ行かなきゃ
I suppose I should get going.
ミノル君
I'll see you later, Minoru. And also, what was with the face? Like, what happened to his face? Oh, was her dad abusing her? Oh, it's you. Welcome home, Minoru.
おかえりなさいなんだか
I'm so glad to see your
顔が見
face.
たくなっちゃってさ
I love that this is all animated. Like, this really is crazy. That's why I came here.
なんだか変だよね
Kind of a... I'm kind of a weirdo, huh?
ごめん
Sorry. Oh, yeah, her dad fucked up. Her dad
転んだだけ
fucked up.
ほら私
You know how clumsy I am sometimes. Oh, yeah, no, that is not that. Oh, God. He's gonna go crazy. I mean, we already know the apartment was full of blood. He's just gonna go in there and he's gonna... Oh, God. Oh, and he has a paper bag? Yeah. And is he gonna kill her? Is he gonna kill her because she won't laugh at it?
ミノル君ったら
Wow, Minoru, what are you doing?
ね
Let me see that. What? What? Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. I thought he was, like, being hesitant. Right, but so he should be happy, right?
これかぶってると
When I wear this, or when I wear this, I'll always have a smile, won't I? Oh, jeez.
それにこうすれば
If I keep it on,
顔の傷も
you
見え
can't
な
see
い
the scars on my face.
もう
Oh, come on, don't make that face.
ミノル君も
Minoru, you put this on right now and give me a big smile.
かぶりなさいって言ってるでしょ
Say, when I say put it on, I mean put it on.
実に仲睦まじい
Those two make a cute couple. It's a shame he's gonna strangle her.
ね
Hey, can I have this?
私たち二人で
You,
この
you
街
want
を
to
出
leave
る
town together?
本気で言ってる
Are you serious?
大丈夫
Hey, it's okay.
も
I won't fail.
う失敗しない
Never again. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this article.
行っちまうんだよな。
Oh, you're leaving.
いつでも
You can come back
帰ってらっしゃいね。
anytime, okay?
あ
Ah,
ありがとう
thank you
ご
for
ざいまし
everything.
た
So he wanted the car so he could take
ミノル
Minoru.
選別代わり
Just a little farewell gift.
こいつに乗って
It'll take you anywhere you want to go.
どこへでも行っちまえ
Aw.
どうした
What's wrong? I almost forgot this old tool. Go on, you can take it.
おめえの腕なら
You put
どこに
those
行った
skills
っ
to
てやっ
good
てくれ
use,
るさ
Make a living.
それさえありゃ
As long as you work hard, you'll never want for food. Yeah. I wonder why those are relevant, though.
その子は
That girl wasn't Emiko.
恵美子じゃなかった
Is he gonna murder her? Because she's not Emiko?
ない
I don't have it.
よし
Okay. Okay, so she's like sneaking into her house or something? Yeah, it must be like her dad or whatever that's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him up because then he'll... Oh, shit!
あれ帰ってきちゃったんだ
Ah, you're back.
じゃあ行こうか
Shall we get going?
そうそ
Oh,
う
I almost forgot. Dad gave me a car today.
車をもらったんだすごくかっこいいんだ
It's so
ぞ
cool.
だから
Now we can go anywhere we want.
今度
I told you I wouldn't fail.
あの時も
I should have done it
早
like
く
this
こう
back
しておけばよ
then.
かったんだ大丈夫
It's okay.
もう
I won't fail.
失敗しない
Oh my god.
ね早く行こうよ
Let's get
恵美
going.
子
Emiko.
ほら
Come on,
早く立って
stand up. And she rejects him. Yeah.
しちゃったの
What's wrong?
こら恵美子落ち着くんだあいつはもうい
Take
ない
care. There's no need to be scared anymore. I'm not Emiko. I'm not Emiko.
恵美子じゃ
Not
ない
Emiko. Oh god, this is... So then what about the fire? Well, okay, I mean, there was a fire, but did he start it? Is that what... Oh, and he put the paper bag on her head so she wouldn't be sad ever. Why are you hugging her? You're the one who killed her.
自分を
I tried to give myself a funny face, but I failed.
失敗だったすごく
It hurt more than anything.
おじさんは
Don't worry, I'm not drunk. Just a little tipsy. Oh god, this is... Yeah. Not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Oh god. Is he gonna, like, cut himself? Is that what happened to his face? Oh my god. Holy fuck.
なんだ
Oh god, this is horrifying. I know, Beef, please come here. We have Beef Cam to lighten the mood a little bit. You are silly or sweet. God. What's happening? Beef, what are you doing? That's not for kitties. That is not for chewing. If I find a sad girl, I'll wear a bag with a funny face. And I'll approach. We're silly. If they can look at me and laugh, then I suppose they're alright. What are you doing? You're silly. If they fear me, they'll always be afraid of something. Poor sad girls. I can make it so they'll always smile. Oh, I'll have to rewatch it. Yeah, I'll explain, but right now I need to focus. Helps a girl with stomach pain laugh. She got better quickly. Oh, and that was Mama Shoko.
こいつバカみたい払えて
エミコ
はあ私は道代だよ
Yeah, and that's why he leaves when... Oh, you're sweet. You're being so sweet. Okay, no more beef cat. For now. You are silly.
エミコ
Emiko. Oh. You were rubbing your face on everything. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so he... Yeah. Yeah, and he was protecting his sister. Yeah, he should be able to relate to that, right? Why would he start strangling him? He should be able to relate to that. So he carried off... And the bag, yeah, left the bag with her. So he carried off Makoto. right?
供の頃の
Found my childhood self. Okay, I mean,
一緒に帰っ
I
た
brought him home with me.
どこだここ。
What the fuck is happening?
あの
Where is this?
ここってどこなんですか。僕は
And who
僕は
who
僕は
who am I? So he gave him amnesia?
何も
Can't remember anything.
お前は
You
お前は
you are Minoru
鈴木
Suzuki.
実だ。
鈴木
Oh,
実る。
Minoru Suzuki.
それで
Then who are you?
俺は
I'm
お
you.
前だ。
What? And that's why. Oh, what's this?
それは
It's
Emiko's
Emiko's.
da.
And that's why he left it at Junko's apartment. I'll
俺
hold
が
on
持
to
っ
it.
ておく。
僕がここに来てどれくらい
Much
経
time
つの
has
だ。
passed since I came here.
ここが
As
ど
for
こな
where
の
I
か
am, or
自分
who
が
I
誰な
am,
のかは思い出せ
I
ないま
still
まだ。
can't remember.
兄さんは僕によ
Man
くして
treats
くれ
me
る。
well,
誰なのかはわから
but
な
I
い。
don't know who he is. And what's more,
それに僕は
Never
兄さん
seen
の
his
顔を
face.
知らない。
yeah, well, because his face is
それと
fucking
それ
terrifying.
はエミコのだ。
It's Emiko's.
エミコっていう名前
I
を
do
時
hear the
々
name
聞く。
Emiko every now and then. I
誰
wonder
なん
who
だろう
that
か。
is.
もう一人
The
の
other
俺
me
も
is a good guy.
いいやつだ。
大人になった僕は
Once I was old
兄さんの
enough, the
代わ
man
りに
sent me to the
働い
city
て
to work and
お
earn
金を
money.
稼ぐことになった。街に出
I
る
always
とき
wear
は
a
必
mask
ず
in
マスク
town.
をして知らない人とはあ
I'm
ま
not
り
allowed
口
to
を聞い
talk
ちゃい
to
けないんだ。
anyone.
あの人
Her
ま
again.
たいる。どこかで会ったよう
And
な
that's
気がする。
oh, and that's when she was in high school or whatever, and she was like, "Hey, you're my brother," and he didn't recognize her.
そうか。あの
There
時
was that one
お
time.
兄ちゃんお兄ちゃんでしょ。お兄ちゃん私よ
Hey,
純子。
Junko, don't you
わかるで
recognize
しょ
me,
お
big
兄ちゃん
brother?
でまた
I
そ
saw
の女
that
の人を
woman
見かけ
again.
たんだ。ずいぶん
The
前
last
に会っ
time
た
I
時
saw
に
her,
僕の
she
こと
called me big
お兄
brother.
ちゃんって言ったんだ。名前
Her
は
name was. What was the cicada's sound? Always reminds me of Evangelion. Yeah,
違う。
エミコだ。
it's Emiko.
エミコ。エミコが
Emiko might
待
be
っている
waiting.
かもしれない
Let's
から
go.
行こ
For me, the cicada
車
sound
で
makes me
出か
think of
ける
Animal
の久しぶ
Crossing.
りだね。
It's been a while ago since we've driven anywhere.
どこ
Where are
に
we going?
う。エミコを
We're looking for
探しに行
Emiko.
く。
見つかるといいね。
Oh, I hope we find her.
エスケごめんなさい。
I'm sorry, Isuke. Wait. She went there? Oh, this is the night. Okay, yeah, this is the night when she ran off. Emio.
おまじないを唱えなき
I
ゃ。
have to say the words. How did it go?
エミコ。
そうそれ。
That's right. That's it. Emiko. It's really him. Where are you? Where are you? Begging me, Morimoto. Your teacher is here to save you.
兄さん。
Sir?
エミコじゃ。
It wasn't Emiko. Huh?
エミコじゃな
It
かった。
wasn't Emiko.
エミコに
Let's give
プ
Emiko
レ
a
ゼントを
present.
あげよ
Her hair clip.
兄さん
The
から
man told me to
あ
give
の
this to
女の
that
人に
woman.
これを渡せって言われている。
And that's when Junko saw saw Emio through. But it wasn't, yeah, because the eyes were blue. That's right, I remember that, actually.
純子
お兄ちゃん私よ純子
It's me, Junko.
あの人は
His
純子
name
っ
is
て言うんだった
Junko.
恵美子が好きだから
He said
これを
she'd
かぶ
like
れ
it
って
if I
兄
wore
さんは言うけど
this.
会うわけでもないし
She's not going to see me.
あ
But
の人恵美
she's
子じゃ
not the
ないじゃ
real
ん
Emiko anyway.
兄さんの言ってることって
Guess I'm not sure what
わからないよ
he wants. Come on. Or come on. Yeah, no, I know. This is, well, part of it is this is filling in a lot of the gaps that I had.
久世純子
That's I see. So he's like starting to get his memory back. And then he ran off.
恵美子は
Emiko, will you come to see me? Yeah, and then this is the scene earlier. Brother,
君は
you're
誠兄ちゃん
Makoto.
私よ
My brother, it's me, Junko. Junko.
誠
Junko, Makoto.
兄ちゃん
Brother. Yes, you're my brother, Makoto.
やっぱり
I knew it. You're still alive.
無事
Alive? What are you talking
な
about?
んだ
Brother, don't you know who
私
I
はわ
am?
からないのもしや兄さん
Don't you?
僕は誰だ
Who am I? Who the hell are you? Who are we?
これ
Hey, look at this.
兄さん
Remember?
綺麗なお花を
I should
あ
have
りがとう
thanked you.
ごめんなさい
I'm so sorry.
兄さん
Brother, you've got to get out of here. Now. Wait for me at Kufuku Station. Hurry.
さあ早く
Get out of here. Hurry. Good boy. Go now. Emiko.
やっぱり
You
来てくれた
finally
んだ
came. Or, you finally came. Yeah, the smiling man. The fuck? Oh, it like... Okay, I thought it went into his head
恵美子じ
or
ゃない
something.
のか
You not Emiko? Well,
お前は誰
who
だ
are you then?
お前も
Are you afraid of me?
Well,
Yeah,
well,
I'm very afraid of you. Brother. Junko.
恵美子は
Emiko is no
い
more.
ない
Does that mean he's not dead?
彼もまた犠牲者の
You
一人
see,
だった
in
と
a
考
very
える
real
ことも
way,
でき
he was also a victim.
しかし言うまでもなく
But taking the
人を
other,
殺める
but
ことは
taking other
罪だ
innocent lives is a sin, and it can never
彼が
be
犯したその
forgiven.
罪はただ
I spoke with so
あの時
many people who
自分が
carry
こうしていれば
regrets,
と
who said if
悔やんだ
only I
人
had
も
done something.
どこかで
I can't help but
都市伝説
wonder if this legend of the
Emio の
smiling
誕
man
生
could
を
have
防ぐ
been
ことがで
prevented
きた
at
の
all,
ではない
or
かと
could have been
考
prevented
えて
after
し
all.
まうね都築実の
After
悲劇的な
after
人生に触れ
investigating
て
the tragic
僕はこう思った
life of Minoru Suzuki, I feel that
こ
the
の
last
走り書きの
sentence of
最後の
his
一
scribbled
文
note
こそが
is
彼の心の
perhaps emblematic of his
全
being
て
and
だっ
his
たの
heart.
だろう
I want to see Emiko. Oh my god. That is sad.
君は
What do you think? That was wild. Yeah, that is... God, that is sad. That is so sad. Yeah, Yoshio Sakamoto, the creator of Metroid. Man, that is very tragic. It really does go to show what a domino effect of one bad action can really do. You know what I mean? Like, it technically all started with the mother leaving the family, which caused the father to go drinking into a huge depression and started beating his children. And then when he was so abusive that one of the children died and the other killed him and ruined his life and broke his brain and then made him go out and kill. And it's like, it's funny if you think about like where in the chain that could have been prevented. Yeah, poor Minoru. I mean, obviously he was a murderer, so it's one of those things I think people don't understand very well, where it's like, sometimes when you say things like, like poor Minoru, it's not that you feel pity for him over everyone else or anything, but it helps explain and contextualize the events, I think sometimes people will look at statements like that, where you see, like, a tragic story, and you see people empathizing, and then other people are like, how could you say that? This guy was a murderer, and it's like, they're not saying that he wasn't, it's just that, like, he is a victim too, and they're empathizing with that. Okay, good night, Vol. I assume that you've seen all that you wanted to see. But yeah, that was a really sad, really just dark story. I mean, the animation was amazing. Like, genuinely, like, I could have watched a whole series that was just that. But, man, like, my whole... Oh, man, that was just wild. It is interesting that... So, like... It wasn't brainwashing, it was just... That goes to explain a lot. That scene when they were talking about the smiling man on TV, and there was the guy in the mask, and he was like, that's Emiko's. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? It makes sense now, because it's like, he was kind of thinking everyone was Emiko. And, yeah. A whole stack of stories like that tries 2077? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying that, like, it's on the same level, but I do feel that, like, this one was far more grounded, if that makes sense. Like, Cyberpunk, I'm sure it has, like, relevant commentary and stuff, too, but, what happened to Ayumi wasn't a kidnapper an attack, it was just a teacher. Oh, it was? Oh! That makes so much more sense. That's so weird, though. I thought she was... Well, she was chasing after, Minoru, wasn't she? Because, like, she saw him and he was in a mask, and then he ran. And then, like, I thought he, like, turned the tables on her. But I guess... Okay. Thank you, Old Times. That does explain. It was addressed in the restaurant. See, that's the thing. They kind of were saying that, but I assumed that, that they were, like, leading up to that point. Like the chase happened after, and, like, you were seeing what was happening before. It probably was my fault for assuming, but, I kind of, oh, this is a single story, you can put a lot into making it hit the right notes. Yeah, but I also mean, like, Cyberpunk obviously is Cyberpunk, so, like, on some level, it's more fantastical than just real Earth, you know what I mean? But Old Times, thank you for clarifying that, because I definitely thought that the masked man who ended up being Minoru tried to, like, jump Ayumi. I assume you played Ace Attorney. I recently played the Hokkaido Serial Murders remake for more of these mysteries. Oh, really? I've definitely played... I've only played the first 3 Ace Attorney games, but I really enjoyed them. I like them a lot. And in a lot of ways, I see how they were inspired by this. But I'm not super familiar with a lot of the genre. I know Danganronpa is one that people were saying is like Phoenix Wright. You know, I'm sure there's plenty others, but I have limited experience with the genre. There's still no official localization for Portopia. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with games that aren't localized, sadly. I am an American, so, like, my exposure to other regions is limited. It's the granddaddy of all these. Oh, really? I do really want to play Snatcher on the Sega CD. Minoru, the Smiling Man. I only played all these on Switch. I didn't play that. Yeah, oh man, that was amazing. I mean, it's a super rare and old game, but I heard it's kind of a similar style. Oh, okay, bye Degamad, thank you so much for hanging out. It was good to see you. And hi Structor, it's good to see you too. Yeah, Snatcher is a detective visual novel thing, to my understanding, that Hideo Kojima made for the Sega CD, and it's probably the most expensive, or one of the most expensive Sega CD games. And it's such a shame, because it's like, I want to play it, but you know, they've never re-released it, and I don't want to have to pay like $2,000 for a copy. So Hokkaido is definitely nowhere near as intense as this, has more Ace Attorney type humor. Yeah, that is appreciated, actually. I'm feeling very just emotionally drained from this, you know? Like, that was just such a sad story. That's super cool, though. I just noticed that the logo is like a smile. It's an eye and like another eye, and it's the Smiling Man. That's crazy. That's a good logo. Through some of the games in storage, apparently my dad gave me some of his Apple II games. That is super cool. Old Times, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it, as I'm working very hard to try and reach 1,000 follows. So thank you. But now I'm pretty sure there's nothing else that I can learn from this. So, I think that's unfortunately where I'm gonna have to end stream, because I didn't have much time left anyway, but, there's one more small thing? Oh, okay, hold up. Maybe we're not ending stream then. Hold the phone. Oh, wait, wrong button. Would it be, like, Smiling Man or Minoru? Because, oh, would it be extras? Oh, no. Okay. Do I resume the investigation? Or, do I go to the Smiling Man? Maybe it's Smiling Man? Mr. Fukuyama's report card. Hold on, I gotta know what this is. Oh, that's just load save data. Oh, it is Fukuyama's report card? Is this where Ayumi and the main character hook up?
探偵さん
Thank you,
調査お
Shadow
疲
the
れ様で
Hedgehog,
した
for working hard during the investigation.
今回のあなたの
Based
調
on
査
how
の
you
進め
carried
方をもとに
out
し
your
て
investigation,
南
Mr.
第三中
Fukuyama
学
has
校
filled out a
の
report card for you.
ここで
Oh,
は
this is a good way to
あ
end
な
it.
たは生
Here,
徒
you are the student, and
Fukuyama
Mr.
先生
Fukuyama
が
is the
上司
teacher.
まずは
Let's
あ
take
なた
it.
の調
Let's
査
take a
の
look at
進
how
め
your
方をも
grades
とに算
calculated
出
based
し
on
た
how you carried out
成
your
績
investigation. Very well done. Let's see. The prologue was you tried? That sucks. Was this just like about time? Did you need to do it faster to like tried your best? Well done. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's
ふむかもなく
average
不可もない
grades or
平
average
均的な成
grades.
績だ
That's okay.
出ない
As they
杭は
say,
打たない
nails that don't stand out don't get hit. Nothing here stands
よ
out.
し続いて
All
君
right,
へ
now
の書
focus
簡
on what I think of you personally. Now I focus on what I
書
think
簡といっても
personally.
性格診断みたいな
By
もん
which
だ
I mean your personality. So
あまり身構えず
listen
に
up.
聞いてくれた
Don't
まえ
please don't worry too
君に
much.
は少々おっちょ
Have
こ
you
ちょいな
noticed
ところが
you are a bit clumsy? Yes,
行動の
I
前
have
に
noticed.
一
I
回
suggest
深
you
呼吸
draw
す
a
ることを
deep
お
breath
勧め
before
するぞ
taking any action.
次にやはりかなりの探求心
You
を
have
持
an
っているんだ
inquisitive mind.
君に会
When
った
we
時
met, I was
探偵
overwhelmed
魂
by
の
your
息吹に
detective
圧倒さ
spirit.
また新しいものを手に入れ
When
る
you
と
get hold of
夢
something
中に
new,
なり
you
やすい傾
easily
向がある
get super focused
図
on it,
星な
don't
ん
you?
じゃないかところで
It's true. I get a C. Yeah, yeah. By the way,
好きな飲
is
み
your
物
favorite
は
drink milk tea? Just like me?
先生と同じミル
Planet
クティーなのか？
Coffee's milk tea is amazing. It's not, sadly.
書簡は以上だ
That's all for my impressions.
さて先生からの
Well,
通
this
信簿は
is
これで
the
終わ
end
り
of
だ
the report card for me.
改めて
Once again, congrats
事
on
件
solving the
解決おめで
case.
とう
Well
書簡
done.
の方は
Sorry if I've gotten anything
全然違って
wrong.
たら
If
すまん
that's the case, maybe
その
Tachibana
場合
will get
は
mad at me.
立場それじゃま
Well
た会おう
then, until we meet again. I played in a manner where I wanted to find every single line of dialogue instead of having better responses to people. I didn't get a good grade. Oh, that's understandable. So it's based on how you reply to certain things? That feels kind of unfair because it didn't feel like some of those chapters did not feel like I got a lot of options. Yeah, okay. For Pixel's sake, I will do the plot recap. Basically, you find a middle schooler dead, and he has a smiling bag on his head, and it looks to be similar to murders that happened 18 years ago, where victims were found with paper bags over their heads with smiley faces drawn on it, but it's different because the previous murders were hand strangled, and this one was strangled with like a rope. So you investigate. You meet Junko, whose brother also went missing around the time the murders started. And she seems to be looking for her brother while trying to solve the case. And it turned out that, and so like there were 3 murders back then. The first girl, her dad and like home were killed in a fire, and she was found strangled on a beach. The second and third girls were just murdered by strangling. And then obviously, but they were all teenage girls in the first time, and then 18 years pass, and then this boy turns up, strangled, but it's like, it doesn't match up with the others. So you get to investigating all of this, and you get police sketches of somebody who hung out with the first girl. So, like, you did an analysis on the paper bag found on the victim of the middle school boy, and it matches with the first case, but it doesn't match with the second or third. And so you look into the first case, and the girl who was killed was friends with this guy Minoru Suzuki, who went missing right after the first murder. And though he was a suspect, they weren't able to conclusively say that he was like the guy. But he had been missing ever since, and so you decide that he's probably still alive and the most promising lead in this case. Hi, Beef. Hi, you. This. You are cute. You're very cute. You're cute. I know. Okay. But yeah, so you investigate Minoru, and you learn that Minoru used to work at like a car shop, and he left randomly. And you also investigate what was going on with the middle school boy and why he would have been targeted. And it turned out there was a love triangle that was going on with him, his childhood best friend, and the teacher of the childhood best friend. Because the childhood best friend loved the teacher, but the boy who was killed loved her. So when she tried to confess her feelings to the teacher, the boy overheard and got so upset that he killed himself. And when Junko was the first to discover it, she realized he had hung himself with his tie, and there was no paper bag, but she had one of Emio's smiling paper bags from her encounter when her brother went missing. So she framed it as like, oh, the smiling man is back, and so she could use that to investigate more about what happened with her brother. And so your investigation eventually leads to the construction company that someone was like, oh, I think I worked with Minoru Suzuki, and but somehow it matched the it matched, like, when you showed the sketches, the sketch of, the brother was the one they kept saying was Minoru, even though that didn't seem to make sense. And as it turned out, so Minoru was the smiling man and he was going around killing people, but Makoto had lost his memory, so when Minoru was taking care of him, he was like, what's my name? And he goes, oh, you're Minoru, because he, in his mind, thought that, like, he was a past version of himself. And so he kept trying to see his sister, who was killed a long time ago, but he could never come to grips with it. And then Junko, her investigation, the sister of the brother who went missing, she went to try and investigate, and she started to try and get killed by the by the smiling man, but then the defensive instinct in the brother kicked in and he killed Minoru. So that's a rough summary of what happened. There's a lot I've kind of skimmed over just because, this is all retrospect, but I think it's also a story I'm gonna need to, like, digest a little bit, Like, it's something that I think, like, hasn't fully hit me yet, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, I feel like this story hits harder when you, like, take the time to sit and think about it and be like, yeah, that's really tragic, and the nature of, humanity and the horrible things people can do. Anyway, though, Now that is going to be it from me for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by and saying hi and following and stuff. I really appreciate it. I try and stream every other day, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific. There is a Discord link in my bio, or you can use !Discord. It's the best place to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people. And if you're a sub, you do get to vote on what games I play next. And now that I've finished Emio, one of those polls will be going up. This one might be a little heated, but we'll see. Regardless. We're gonna raid someone, so if you have a suggestion, let me know. Otherwise, I'm sure I can find someone. And, yeah, otherwise, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it from me. Let's see, who's live right now? Let's see, we got... I did just raid Adam, so I feel like I should spread the love, you know? Well, there's Anemone, who I believe was Joker's friend? I could be wrong about that. Yeah, not a whole lot of people live who I'm, like, super comfortable with raiding. I could raid someone big, but I don't think they would appreciate it. Let's do Anemone. You know, I think I rated her once before. I could be wrong, but we're gonna do it. So exclamation mark raid will send my raid message for you to copy and paste, so that way you can send it in the chat when we get there. I hope you will show support. Anemone is currently playing Alien Isolation. So yeah, I hope you will all join me for that. Otherwise, next stream will be more Unicorn Overlord, and that will be it from me for today. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I will talk to you later. And let's go raid. Bye.